Steph saved slumping Draymond from being murdered in finals. If not for Steph Curry's monster 43-point performance against the Boston Celtics in Game 4 of the 2022 NBA Finals, the trash-talking directed at Draymond Green only would have intensified. On a recent episode of Uninterrupted's Throwing Bones, Green discussed the hostile treatment he experienced from Celtics fans at TD Garden and how Curry silencing the crowd ultimately saved him, metaphorically, from being murdered by the opposing fan base throughout the remainder of the series. At Game 3, I was f***ing rattled, Green admitted. I heard everything you could possibly hear in that arena. F-K-U-N-A, I heard it all. I've been booed in damn near every arena in the NBA. That was a different thing. So going into Game 4, down 2-1, I'm just like, I need to come in here and stabilize myself. Shout out to the GOAT Steph Curry, because in Game 4 I still wasn't myself, but I rallied enough to be better. And then he carried me. And I feel like his performance was also I didn't get murdered. We were losing that game, we were losing Game 4, and he did not let us lose. And if we would have lost, I would have gotten murdered. Green previously claimed that Celtics fans used racial slurs toward him, and his treatment by the opposing fan base was unlike anything he experienced before. After struggling to begin the series, Green was benched toward the end of Game 4 before eventually finding his footing and finishing the series on a high note, helping secure Golden State's 4th championship in 8 seasons. When Warriors veteran Draymond Green found himself on the bench during Game 4 of the 2022 NBA Finals, he was frustrated. But ultimately, he understood the move by his coach, Steve Kerr. And now that the Warriors are 6 months removed from hoisting their 4th Larry O'Brien trophy in 8 seasons, Green revealed his true feelings about the decision on the latest episode of Uninterrupted's Throwing Bones. I even got benched in Game 4, Green said while explaining some of the adversity he faced during the finals. I got defense subbed, by the way. I felt like that was disrespectful as FK. But it's cool. Like, I didn't take it personal because the only thing that was important to me was to win a championship. Kerr sat Green with just over 7 minutes left in the game against the Boston Celtics, and the forward spent 4 minutes on the bench. Green returned to the floor in several bursts over the game's final minutes, and the Warriors outscored the Celtics 10-3 after he returned from his brief hiatus. Golden State, of course, went on to win the best-of-7 series in 6 games. And shortly after the team's championship parade in San Francisco, Kerr went on the Point Forward podcast and defended his decision to sit Green. I've been here now so well, Kerr said. I didn't really think much about it when I took Draymond out in Game 4, because that unit was not doing well, so I was really looking for a shift. And I was thinking I would just take him out for a minute or if you find a group that works, then you stick with it and it doesn't matter who is on the floor. You can't worry about anybody's feelings being hurt or anything like that. Sure enough, when the run ended and we went back to him, he was great and made huge plays down the stretch and it all worked out. It certainly did work out, though Green thinks his attitude about the situation would be very different had the Warriors lost the finals. Afterwards, I had to take myself to a place of, like, don't go down that road, because for me, that road can get ugly, Green said. So for me, I'm like, alright, I got benched. We won. I'm cool. Had I got benched and we lost, though, I'm not sure I would have handled it well. Luckily for Dub Nation, that's something they don't need to imagine, nor does the 4-time NBA champion Green.